Okay, so I work in a kitchen filled with men, right?
Sure.
And I'm the only female chef in there.
Yeah.
So I get to observe how men communicate.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's okay. Now we unpacking.
It's interesting. And what I noticed about your build is that you have the capacity to work and suffer at the same time.
For sure.
Tell her, whoever she is, I love her already.
Sure.
Right.
For sure.
Women don't.
Okay, so when you say work and suffer, elaborate. What does that
So
mean?
you could be physically or emotionally or mentally defeated,
Drained,
but you're still
tired,
going to
yes.
go to work, and you can still, like, you have the physical capacity to execute whatever it is that you need to do.
That's in
because-
relationships too. Yes, absolutely.
I agree.
That's in relationships. Yeah,
I
it's
agree.
not just work. It's not.
Okay,
Yeah, it's not
okay.
just occupation.
I agree.
Okay.
Men suffer in silence often
Yeah.
because our existence is based on what we can provide to you all.
So what do you think?
That's deep.
It is deep, but it's the reality. Do
That's
you
deep.
think men suffer in silence? And people put in the comments, men, do you suffer in silence? Ladies, do you think men suffer in silence? Now give me your thoughts.
I think men do suffer in silence. I would say this.
In all capacities, by the way.
Yeah,
Let's highlight.
in all capacities.
Not just work.
Yeah. I say yes. And the reason why is, first of all, out of the sexes, so women versus men, women
Oh, it's a versus now.
will complain about everything
Yeah.
that they have a problem with. Where men, I'm not saying all women, obviously not all women, but men tend
Will
to
suck
just
it up.
keep it.
Will
yeah,
suck it up.
and they'll just deal with the issue
Yeah.
how they need to deal with the issue, or as in they'll still live life, they'll still do what they've got to do, and just won't complain about what the problems
But
are.
why, okay. Why do you think a lot of women have no empathy towards men? And this could be, okay, I look at it like this. There's some women that have brothers, fathers, uncles, cousins that are men. And they understand the realities and the harsh ones that men have to go through. But then you got some that just say, oh, you're a man, just get on with it. Man up.
Well, okay.
But you still suffering in silence.
Would you say the women that say, oh, just man up, get on with it, would you say that those women grow up with men around them?
Some have, some haven't. But I tend to realize when those women have like brothers and stuff, they understand, okay, they even get how males and females interact, and males can be very physical, hands-on, because men will go out and slay the world.
So then they have the example because they're around it. So they have brothers or male cousins, a father, uncles or whatever. So they're around men
Yeah.
to understand men.
Yeah.
So then women that are not around men struggle with understanding how men work.
Yes, sometimes it depends the case by case. But I'm
Yes,
saying,
obviously.
do you think there needs to be more media, social media,
Of
mainstream
course.
media?
I know what you're going to say. Yes.
There's more things highlighting the hardships of men.
Yes. And I have an example also. Well, we watched it. It is out there as well. Can't remember what the podcast is called. We did speak on it the other day because I mentioned it. I think it was yesterday. And a man, okay, a lot of women say, oh, women are oppressed. Is that ringing bells to you?
Yeah, right. Well, go on anyway.
Is it ringing bells to you? What I'm talking about?
It rings so many bells.
So a lot of women say, oh, women are oppressed. Women are oppressed.
Okay.
Then the man challenged the woman that was saying that and saying, if women are oppressed, why is it that men is not spoken about?
And he could reel off. And this is I think you're talking about whatever podcast, right?
Yes, yeah.
And
I don't know the guy's name.
he goes, how are men oppressed? And she goes, you should know.
Yeah, that's it. There you go.
We'll
Yeah.
highlight that.
She said, you should know. But he said to her, why don't you know? So then who's really oppressed?
Is it
Because
is
let's
it
be
lack
honest,
of education, or is it lack of empathy? And
It's
and
both.
We're told in the culture today that men are just subhuman. You don't have feelings, almost like slavery in a sense, right? Because in slavery, animals had more rights than us. So then, is it kind of the same thing? You know, maybe I'm wrong, but put in the comments. Maybe I'm reaching. But when you think about it, men don't have feelings.
You're not allowed to have
I
feelings.
gotta give you everything, and you give me nothing. So that's kind of the sentiment today, right?
Yeah,
So
that's true.
I don't know. Food for thought.
That's true. Yeah. So do men suffer in silence? Yes. I think they do suffer in silence for many reasons.
Yeah.
So yeah, put in the comments what your thoughts are, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.